So here's a question from Brian in Canada. I'm struggling with a mind run amok with worries and fears brought on by a recent event that I had to go through. Now the beast has dug up a painful memory from decades ago about the mistakes I made in a past relationship that involved several people. I work at trying to be as aware of myself as I can when the negativity appears. It's as if this lower nature just wants to keep me under its control, telling me why I need to feel bad, as well as what I need to do in order to make it right. Am I on the right track to just observe all of this that's going on? The tension can be overwhelming at times. I greatly appreciate your comments.
First, I think it's important to make it clear to this person and everybody that we have a certain feature in us that likes to isolate us, likes to call us out as being the only one who suffers a mind that runs amok or who's challenged by the past. Because hidden in that, again, back to what I made my opening comments, hidden in that, there is a kind of feeling of being special because of how much pain I'm in. And we don't see it as the idea that I feel special because my mind is tearing at me. But when my mind is tearing at me, where is my attention? I'm trying to beat back the thoughts and feelings. I'm trying to be unstoppable in my wish to be a man with a quiet mind. But my path to reaching a quiet mind is through battle. Through resisting something that I don't know anything other to do with, although he makes the comment, and it's a proper one. Yes, you're on the right path. But there's a huge misnomer that runs through popular spirituality. And it really is popular spirituality. And by that, I mean over the last couple hundred years, not just the recent flurry of the fantasy that people call spirituality. The old masters, the prophets, the saints, individuals who ever were authentically awakened, understand without any question at all the following. We have a view that somehow if I can be unstoppable, walk through this fear, walk through this mind plagued with thoughts and feelings about the past and the pains that are in it, that if I can just push my way through this, then somehow I'm going to walk out like walking out of a basement onto a beautiful beach, where the sunset and the waves are rolling in, seagulls, and I go from hell to heaven, right. And I did it in one fell swoop. You don't do it in one fell swoop, but you can see the truth of that situation in one fell swoop and understand, or at least begin to, that within us as a human being, not as individuals, but expressed individually because of our conditioning, is a nature that exists to oppose. It doesn't know itself without being against something. Now you may say, well, I'm not against something, I'm for something. I bring you back to my opening comment. You can't be for something without being against something. So then, well, what do? I'm for love, I'm for peace, I'm for kindness. To be for love, peace, and kindness doesn't mean that you are set against what opposes it. It means that when something opposes you, your attention doesn't go on to the opposition. You remember the thing that you're for. So now you're not sitting in life against anything. That's what real self-observation is. It's for being a witness. It's for placing yourselves where some kind of light that is not part of the darkness swarming you can begin to make itself known. It's a phenomena that we are so sunken, fallen as a race of beings. We actually don't understand one of the principal axioms of the true, authentic interior life. And that is that awareness, true self-awareness, has intelligence in it and is the expression of intelligence. It is not some passive state by which a person watches themselves. It is a state in which a person brings themselves into an intelligence that by itself, through conscience, knows that this condition is something that I mustn't fight with, because it can see, if I'm fighting with something, I'm opposed to it. If I'm opposed to it, I'm resisting it. If I'm resisting it, I can't learn from it. I'm connected to what I resist. So back to this fellow, yes, observe. But understand, when you say there's a lot of tension connected to your work, that tension is part of an ongoing and necessary state of being attentive to what wants to steal your attention. If you want to stay awake, you must recognize the only reason that you want to stay awake, truly want to stay awake, you know if you don't, you're out the door. You know if you don't, your mind's going to start dragging you into the past. You know if you don't, you're going to wind up getting married to some Frenchman on a distant continent somewhere.
I wonder who that relates to.
You just know it. Because you see, when I first see him, I go, oh, oui, oui, oui. And then I go, no, 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 the rest of my life.